Hello fellow stackers, 365 here, welcome back to my channel. Now, being a content creator, it's always very difficult to keep your videos fresh and interesting. Now, many of you will know that my setup is quite a small setup, so it's hard to get many precious metals in the camera. So the last few videos I've kind of used different locations to film. I've used some daylight to film, and it's been quite interesting. Now, in today's video, I thought it'd be quite interesting to film outside because it's actually snowing. Now, I'm freezing cold. My camera's getting drenched. My silver's getting covered in snow and it's nice and wet. So, in hindsight, it wasn't necessarily the greatest decision to make today, but we're here now, so we're going to make the best of it. And I think that can be the theme of today's video, making the best of every situation. Now, for those of you that have been stacking for any period of time or involved in any investment vehicle, you'll know that there's always good days, good weeks, good years, and there's always bad days, bad weeks and bad years. Now that just applies to life in general, but in terms of investing, I think it's very, very interesting that when it's the good days, when it's the good years, you find that more people get involved in investing in general, not just precious metals, but investing in general, because they see everything on the rise. The news and the media outlets are all talking about how gold is going through the roof, and whatever particular insert investment vehicle here is going through the roof, and you get everyone jumping on board and wanting to be involved. Now, the opposite happens when investments are going down, whether it be the stock market, whether it be precious metals. Now, silver and gold has taken a little bit of a hit over the last couple of days, and what you'll find, instead of people getting involved, they'll be trying to exit. So they'll be selling at a loss, and that is called panic selling. Now, for me, I've only been investing for around about 3 years, maybe 4 years now in total. I've only been involved in precious metals for just over a year. And I've learned to realise that when you have the red days and when you have the red months and when you even have the red years, they're the best times to buy. They're the best opportunity times. As long as you have a long-term outlook on your investment, when it's in the red, surely that's the perfect time to add more to your portfolio because you're getting more for your money. Now, I don't like to talk about other investments too much on this channel because this is predominantly a stacking channel. However, let me give you an example. Now, I invested in Google a couple of years ago now. I've always think Google is a great stock to invest. Now, this isn't financial advice. This is just my personal preference. And when all the stocks started plummeting and things started going down to a kind of 5-year low, or 1 year low, 2 year low, all these year lows that they kept announcing, everyone else was getting scared, everyone else was selling. However, I was just adding because I still believe in the company. The fundamentals haven't changed. The only thing in my eyes that's changed is the price of the stock. Now, the stock and the company are two completely different things, and you'll hear Warren Buffett say this in many of his speeches and videos. You need to separate the two. You need to separate the price of the stock and the company. You need to look at them as two different things. Now, if the company is doing really, really well, nothing's changed fundamentally in the company, however, the stock price has changed, you need to react on whether it's gone up or down. Now, if it's gone up, in my opinion, it's better to slow down and just maybe keep dollar cost or pound cost averaging, so you're gradually getting that best return over a long period of time. However, if it plummets and drops loads, that might be a good time to add because you're basically getting the same stock that you were happy to pay, say, £20, £30 more for a cheaper price. So you could put £100 into that stock and you're getting more stock for your money. Now, it's a very, very hard concept to get your head around when you just start investing, because when you have a portfolio, and it makes it harder to weather when you have like a stock portfolio on an app, because it shows you how much you're down, it shows you you're in the red, and it makes it a lot harder psychologically to get your head around it. Now, it's a bit easier with precious metals because you haven't got something in your face 24/7. Unless you're following the spot price and you go out of your way to search the spot price, it's not in your face. You don't pick up a silver coin and it's got a big red down arrow next to it saying how much this has gone down since you picked it up. And I think that's why it makes it easier with precious metals to continue stacking even when the spot price is falling, because it's not a constant reminder of how much you're down. These coins might be down, say, £1, £2 since I brought them a couple of years ago, but every time I pick them up and I look at them and I play with them and I have them in my possession, there isn't a big arrow going down reminding me that. And I think that is a big difference when it comes to the psychological side of investing in precious metals, because there's not a constant reminder. You log onto your crypto app or your stocks and shares app, there'll be a constant reminder straight in your face. It will either say red or green, and it will say either up or down on every single individual stock. Now that makes it very hard to get your head around it. If you've got a portfolio of, say, £3,000 and you log in and it's only £2,000 now, straight away you can see that you're £1,000 down. Now the most important thing to remember is you only lose money when you're investing, and this applies to every investment vehicle. You only lose money if you sell. So if you log into your crypto, your stocks, whatever portfolio you log into, and you're down £500, £1,000, if you was to sell at that absolute moment, then yes, you are down that amount. But if you hold and you weather the storm, and like I said, if you're still happy with those companies and you want to dollar cost average or add some more, once they go in the green and they recover, then you're not going to be down anymore. You're only down, or you're only taking an actual loss as if you sell at that actual moment. So a lot of investing is about your mindset and kind of the psychological side of it. So anybody can open a stocks and shares app. It's so easy to do now. Back when my granddad first started investing, he had to get the fax machine out and he had to fax it over, or he had to make a phone call to a broker, and you had to have a minimum amount that you could spend at a certain time to buy the stock. You couldn't buy fractional stocks and all these sort of criteria. It was very difficult to do, whereas now it's so easy to do. You can literally look at the app, click buy, click sell, and it's done. Now you haven't got to fax anyone, you haven't got to make a phone call, you haven't got a few hours or days to think about it in between you first making that fax. It's very quick. You log in, you click sell, it's done. So that's another reason why I think precious metals is such a great investment, because you haven't got that panic sell button. I can't log in and check the spot price and see that silver's down and click a button and this is all just sold. You have to go through the rigmarole of listing it for sale, finding a buyer, taking it down your local coin shop. So it makes it a lot easier to hold on to it when the spot price is falling. So let me know what you think about this video. Bit of a different setup. I'm absolutely drenched. I hope my phone's gonna work after this, because it's covered in snow and water. But I just thought it'd be a bit fun to film somewhere else and kind of talk about the mindset of investing. And what got me kind of thinking about this topic was everyone lately is talking about how gold and silver has fallen, the price has dropped, the spot price has dropped, and everyone's kind of panicking. What shall I do? Shall I sell? Shall I buy? In my opinion, now is the time to buy if you look to hold it for long term. And like I said, that's not financial advice, so do make your own decisions. But for me personally, I look to hold precious metals for minimum 30 years. So whenever I see a drop in spot price, I see it as an opportunity. Thanks as always for watching my videos, and I hope you have a nice day.